Welcome back, folks, to I guess the channel that isn't a game for taking. I guess it's Share Factory. Today, I'm gonna show you guys how I make videos, and just that so you guys can see kind of as a bonus episode. Now, we're gonna do today's Fishing Planet video. As you guys will see this the same day I'm making the Fishing Planet one. And also, I believe this video will be coming out, which I haven't actually edited yet. So, I like to schedule stuff ahead. I'm a very normally efficient person. As you guys know, when it comes to stuff, efficiency is like one of my big things. So what I do is we're in the video section right now. So we're not going to look at this one. This one's for me to show you guys how I edit this. It'd be a long time. These are the Let's Play videos are a lot longer to edit. I'll probably have an hour or so in that one. But we are going to take a look at a Fishing Planet edit today. So I have these templates right here. I'm not going to save it, but I'll go in. These always have the beginning, so we'll go ahead and play this so you guys can hear. And then this is my outro right here. So this is stuff you guys see every time. And then I have the music set way back here. And so we'll back out without saving. And what I do for every one is to save time and be super efficient. We'll go ahead and just duplicate this. Now for you guys, there's a lot of in here. So this is my one for generic videos, whether it's Fishing Planet or it might be Arc. I use this one for too. I don't use an Arc one anymore, but as you guys can see, we have different templates here. This is the one that I start with for Farm Sim. And then all of them just kind of have their music at certain points. So Farm Sim and Call of the Wild, instead of it being 8 minutes, them videos are almost always, 15 minutes. So I put it at the very end and then I just pull the music forward. You guys will see that here in a second. All right, so let's get back on how I make our Fishing Planet video. So we've duplicated this template, and a lot of times when I'm doing this myself, it will be pretty quick. Normally I can do a Fishing Planet video while other ones take an hour or so each time. Just editing a Fishing Planet video only takes me a few minutes. It's the rendering, upload, and tagging it, and doing all the descriptions and stuff. So now that we got our template, what we're going to do here is right after the intro, we are going to add in, as you can see, I have a lot of clips. These are some of the clips you guys have seen, you're going to see here in the app. Well, you guys have seen most of these now, but for me, this is actually over a week before this episode actually is coming out. So you can see Arc Part 2, Mule Deer Hunting. I just got these done. Actually, that one you guys just saw, I'm assuming. But anyway, so we'll go down to the clips I have saved up. And down here is our Fishing Planet. I only have a couple Fishing Planet left. I gotta go get ready for more videos. So we'll go look over here. Alright, so I'm guessing this is a trophy catfish at Naharan. And we'll just double check here. It is a trophy flathead at Naharan, so we'll put this one in and then this one second. So I catch the fish first when I'm recording it, so that's why it shows up first, and then I'll show how to catch it. So every fish that I do, as you guys know, I always have me catching it in the video. So one thing here when we're looking about, before we start this video, the first thing I'm going to do is make this video, let's get that out of here, there's a little extra there. We're going to go ahead and make this video as short as possible because people take the time to watch my video. If I can make it as short and to the point as I can, it would really help people out. And what I'm always looking for when I'm editing these, before we start out, is I'm making sure that I'm showing location, lure, and hook size. And if it's a float pole or a bottom rod. For example, a float pro, I want to make sure I'm talking about the depth and metric in standard and making sure I show off the mark. So them are like three of them are the most important things here. So let's get started. Now, when we start this, I want to make sure I'll say real me because you guys are going to hear me twice. And this is probably going to be a little confusing here. So let's just start it. Welcome back, folks. All right, so there's that gap. This is real Dave now, real Supa. There's a gap in the beginning here where I don't talk. It happens on every time I record a clip. All right, so it's right there. And we're going to go ahead and split that and get rid of that beginning. So now that it doesn't seem like much, it's only a second and a half. But if I can save a second and a half, even if only 100 people watch this video, I just saved a lot of time for other people. Welcome back, folks, to Naharn River, North Carolina. All right, so we have the beginning good here. Now I'm going to take and add my overlay of my. So these are all ones I imported, and we're going to go ahead and throw this down here. Now, while I don't care so much about the making sure I get this in the video, YouTube says that if I don't, this goes bad on me. And it's kind of true, but I'm not a person that likes to talk about liking and subscribing. That's why I have 1 minute videos, because I'm not. I feel like if I talked about making sure to like and subscribe, you guys would. It'd be like a 5 minute video for a video that did not need to be. So let's go ahead and take a look now. Welcome back, folks, to Naharn River, North Carolina, here in Fishing Planet for the Trophy Flathead. All right, so I say Trophy Flathead, and so you can already see we're through that part. That looks good, and we're going to make sure now that we have the right information in when I get to this next part here. So we're going to listen carefully for bait, possible different baits, hook size, and depth. And I want to make sure I have it metric and standard for everybody. I want this to be as laid out and as simple as I can for everybody, but efficient and quick. Head. So you want to use a float setup. You can actually use a bottom rod if you want, but a float setup 70 inches or 180 centimeters with your best cut bait, or frogs will work as well. Frogs work really well on a 4-0 to 6-0. If you're trying to catch a lot of catfish, a 4-0 will work. If you're trying to only catch the trophy flathead, with a bunch of holes, a 6-0 works really well. All right, so that's the information I'm looking for in this, to give out in this video. And that one seems to be pretty on target. Very rarely now I've made over 1,000 Fishing Planet videos. Very rarely do I mess up. So if I do, what would normally happen here is, remember, we're at 42 seconds. Is normally, let's say I didn't put it in metric, your best cut bait or frogs will work 70 inches or 180. All right, so okay, it's real Dave here now again. So if I had missed it, I would go up to the top and put it in green text. So I think that's 180 centimeters. So I'm not going to put this in the video in the final part, but you can see here, I'm putting this in now, and we'll go ahead and get rid of this before I actually finalize it. But I just want you to show what I would do to fix it normally if I had an issue. And we will go move this to the top. Make sure it's really easy to see, just like that. And
Rod
you can
if you
see,
want, but a float set up 70 inches or 180 centimeters.
so if I had it, and normally I would actually do both imperial and the metric up top. So we don't have to worry about that, but figured I'd just show you guys that for anybody who's wondering. Let's go back to 42. And now it should be location. and how to catch it.
Spawn at great parking job. And you want to stay back a little bit. You don't want to get right too close, but you're going to cast right to that marker right there in front of you, just like that. And it's going to float just across the hood of that truck. And you're going to want to stay around 60 feet back. If you get too close, they won't bite for some reason, obviously, like when you get too close with the sharks. But if you stay back a little bit, so 55 to 60 feet, or anywhere from 16 to 20 meters back with your rod stand or your pole, and you will be okay. But anyway, hopefully this helps you out, guys. I'll show you the mark here, and it is right here, 40.9, negative 22. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, folks.
Alright, obviously not one of my cleanest videos. I kind of messed up there. Um, if you guys watch a lot of these videos, you know that right here I was almost ending the video before I showed the mark.
Will be okay. But anyway, hopefully this helps you out, guys.
Yeah, right there. That's normally where I start my ending. Um, we could maybe see if we could cut that out, if it makes sense to cut it out.
With your rod stand or your pole, and you will be okay. But anyway, you will be okay.
Alright, so this time I'm actually going to try to cut it out and see what it looks like.
But anyway, hopefully this helps you out, guys. I'll show you the mark, guys.
There we go. Let's see if this works without blending it. So this is real Dave, by the way, talking. We're going to cut that little part out. That'll save a little bit of time. And hopefully it isn't a big cut. It even won't be noticeable. You guys will notice from watching this. But here we go.
And you will be okay. I'll show you the mark here.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Okay, I'll show you the mark here.
Let's see if we can give a little bit of that back out again.
Okay, hopefully this helps you out, guys.
I think we can get a better trim on this. This is real Dave talking again.
You will be okay. I'll show you the mark here.
All right, so maybe if we do a little transition here, it might help it out a little bit.
You will be okay. I'll show you the mark here. And
All right, we're gonna take that out. We're just gonna save time. On that one, delete that. It's probably
you will
good to
be
go.
okay. I'll show you the mark here.
I don't normally do this little mess up. This is kind of something rare for me now that I've done more of them. This is real Dave again. I keep forgetting to say that. But it's kind of disappointing I did this in a video. Um, a lot of times I actually go back and just redo this whole fish again. I don't know why I didn't in this time. Maybe I thought I could edit it out.
Back with your rod stand or your pole. Anywhere from 16 to 20 meters back.
Actually, we could get this out too. Maybe take a little bit of time there.
I'll show you the mark here.
All right, that might
16
be
to 20
better.
meters.
Oh, okay. So I gotta stop and make sure you guys know what I'm saying here. So I took a little bit of more out that don't really need to be in there. And what we're gonna do here is see if this works a little bit better.
20 meters back. I'll show you the mark here.
All right, that seems to be a little bit better when we put a transition. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Meters back. I'll show you the mark here.
All right, there is a tiny bit of my voice in the transition left over from the back half of this clip. This is Dave again, right here, that I'm gonna try to get rid of.
Meters back. I'll show
Oh,
you back.
that sounds weird for some reason.
20 meters back. I'll show you the
All right, let's try it without the transition again. It might be better without. Normally, I don't have to worry about this whole. Well, it doesn't give that weird click in there normally. I don't know why it's doing that today.
to 20 meters back. I'll show you the mark here of 22. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Anywhere from 16 to 20 meters back. I'll show you the mark here. All right, that actually does look pretty good there. So as you guys know at the end of my videos, I always not only explain how to catch them, but I always show me catching them. There's never a time you're not going to see me doing it. That way, if you have any secondary guesses, you can see and proof that I actually caught the fish. Because some, I don't want to be the person that will say this is how you catch it, but then not showing how to catch, or then not showing me catching it. So this is a little different. This one is a full pull, so I don't really have to have it real long. You know the spot, you just got to see me pull it in. So I normally go to about 25 feet. We're about right there. We'll make a cut. We don't need that extra part. That just makes the video longer for no reason. We'll take the clip volume down. And the reason I'll take this clip volume down is a lot of times I'll be in chat. There might be a lot of us fishing. If we're at a new lake, it might be a lot of people working together to try and figure this out. An older lake like this, a lot of times it's just me at the lake, but we'll see if there's any talking in it so you can see if I what I mean here. You can obviously hear me. Just there's something in the background on my mic there, but I don't always take these down anyway. That's just the way I've done it. All right, so right here we're gonna stop it. And the reason we are is we don't need all this extra back here. That's 3 seconds. And you just need to see what the fish is that I caught. Anything after that feels like I'm bragging. Not really, but we'll get that in there. Now we're going to pull that music that we had way back down here, and we're going to pull it right here. Um, so I know from doing this a million times that this is the clip right here. This is the beginning of me catching it, and I want a little bit of the outro music overlapping as I finish the video. So we'll do it right here. And then, let's not go that far. Let's go like that. And then we'll trim the music, which will actually, you can use this to lengthen it. And at the very bottom right, you'll see that right there, I'm matching that red line to the blue line as long as I can without going past. Because if I go past, you guys will see this weird thing right here. And that'll pop up on YouTube too. So you gotta be real careful about that. All right, so there you go. Now we'll see the end deal here, folks. All right, so then what I'll do normally before I render is there's one more step we have to do, and we're gonna save this and exit. So I actually make my thumbnails here on PlayStation 2, and the same with everything here is I have a bunch of templates. As you can see, these are a little bit more work than they look like because what you guys aren't seeing is here. Let me put a picture in here for you guys. We'll just put that in here for right now. But what you can see is in order to make this look like this, there is let's go down to the squares. This is a bunch of squares pieced together. See there's one, and here's another one. And you can see this was not as simple as it looks. So, I have to do the edging, my name and stuff. Let's make sure we don't save that. um, but I do that for all of these, and then I save it. So for this one, this is my my Fishing Planet Lake Guide one. I have other Fishing Planet ones as well. This is the Waterway Overview one, which you guys will see in a couple days as well. And I'll just change the name on it. So right here, we'll go into this one. We know this is a trophy catfish, so we'll go back. You can see my other thumbnails I made. And we'll go down to there's trophy flathead. And so normally, if I didn't do a template, it'd be
all messed up. And we can do it that way. And I'll show you another way I used to do it, but this is a lot easier because now I just pop it in. It already knows it saves like the spot of the where I have it zoomed in at, like I was showing you guys. And I actually take and I use the picture of that it gives you in the game. I just zoom in, and then as you can see here, Naharn River is already up there. We have to take this to trophy flathead catfish, though. Flathead. Uh, and I always make sure my spelling is key. Um, oh, it looks like we got to go back here and make this smaller. Oh man, I started to put catch, not catfish. I am losing my mind today. So these are the things I have to do. Like I got to double check every time. So I'll rewatch the video over and whatnot. So I think for now it's gonna when I go to render this, it's gonna make this recording stop. So give me a second here. All right, I don't know if that worked or not. You can see it. So now that I have that, I'll go ahead back in here and we'll go ahead and put this thumbnail right here at the end, and we will generate thumbnail there and then delete it. We don't need it there anymore. The old way I used to do this is every video I would actually take the full flathead picture on the back of here manually, and you can see how much time having it preset saves me because I would save there, and I'm pretty quick at this now. So I know Naharin um, River, North Carolina, up top. You know, I would used to do this manually each time. And you can see kind of wasted time doing it that way. I like to be super efficient. And then I have to go in here, grab my logo, and put it up over here. But you can see, and then just add trophy catfish at the bottom. So you can see why making that template each time saves me time. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And now the video is ready. I'll just double check it. And that's how I make a Fishing Planet video, guys. And this will be uploaded. So you guys will see how the trophy flathead was caught now. Or the video was made. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time, folks.